What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Chiefs Comments with Kramer. Your host is yours truly, Kramer Sansone. Hope everybody's having a wonderful time either in Kansas City, St. Joseph, wherever you're at tuning in around the United States, or you know what, abroad, because we have plenty of fans out there in Germany and also across the pond in the UK. But this is Chiefs Comments with Kramer, the show that is basically your comments that I dissect, and no matter what type of comments you have, I will talk about it with you all. Hopefully, like I said, you're having a great day, and we should before we start anything, we need to go to injuries because we've had some injuries that have happened through. Things are already gone by now, but you know what? It is what it is. We're still a work in progress when it comes to this, and I'm sorry for if you hear a loud banging door because it's or a drawer because I have a cat that likes to get into things. Okay, so for injury report for today, per Matt McMullen on X, Nick Bolton's elbow, Deion Bush's ankle, Isaiah Gadding's hamstrings, Godrick's ankle, Justin Watson foot, Nazi Johnson's hamstring, and also Kadarius Toney's ankle did not practice at all today. So that's your rundown of the injury buzz report for here. But let's just get to the comments that you've all submit. So by the way, if you want to submit to them either on X, Facebook, Twitter, if you don't like calling it X, Snapchat, if you have my phone number, just text it to me. If you have a comment about this Kansas City Chiefs, either also comment on the show right now because I know we're live on Twitter and also on YouTube. So throughout the show, if you have a comment, I will dissect that. So going on with the first one, let's go with Jairus here. The Chiefs have the easiest division. Only competition in the AFC is themselves. Chiefs will three-peat this year. That is a juicy one. That is a loaded question, or not even a question, a comment that the Kansas City Chiefs from Jairus thinks that he's going to actually three-peat this. If they do three-peat, that means I become a Kansas City Chiefs fan. That's just what we've agreed upon with Rocky and myself. If you haven't turned into each season, that's our running stick is if the Chiefs three-peat, I will become a Chiefs fan, a die-hard one to be exact. But I kind of actually have to agree with this. Minus the part, who knows? It's really hard to three-peat when it comes to – it's actually really hard to two-peat, and the Chiefs have done that. So if they can three-peat – bravo, fantastic. Keep it going. Let's hope to see if that actually happens. But this, I wouldn't say it's the easiest division at all by any means, but this division is the Kansas City Chiefs division to win no matter what. We saw the odds come out there that the Chargers, the second place at favorite at plus 250. I believe the Raiders are at plus 900. The Broncos like in the plus 1,200. And the Kansas City Chiefs are easily to be the favorite of winning this division. And I kind of assume so. And the only competition, I agree, is themselves. That's the only way they lose football games is if they are not firing on all cylinders, if Patrick Mahomes is not making the perfect pass, if Travis Kelce is not catching the stuff that he does or falling into the small holes, the small seams that he can somehow get the surplus of more yards. I agree, man. If the only competition is the AFC is themselves, I have to give it to you on that one. This was from Jordan. Is Worthy worth the hype? Video from training camp shows him getting stuffed coming off the line. Okay. You're probably just saying this because of the size differential that Xavier Worthy has. I've interviewed Xavier Worthy. I've been right next to him. I have to say that I'm a little bit taller than him, clearly. I'm 6 foot, almost 6'3". He's not. I weigh 220 and he's like a 170. There's a complete difference when I was talking to him, and I could tell that he was a smaller size guy. He is so quick, so elusive, and this is just training camp. This isn't anything to you're ironing everything out and you want to make sure you can get your cuts, but this is when you learn. If you get stuffed off the line, he's going to learn. He have to take his licks. He's going to have to figure out how to get past NFL type caliber defenders, such as a defense that is reigning defensive. That defense is the reigning Super Bowl champs. So it's the toughest and strongest defense in the NFL right now to this day. I'm not worried. I think Worthy is worth the hype. He has shown tremendous speed, tremendous burst, ways to get around corners, going past secondary and catching deep balls already in training camp. I'm not worried or concerned about his size or his strength. I think that comes through time. And maybe this is the year that we don't see a lot of Xavier Worthy out on the field, but we know he's coming. We know he's here. How long did it take Tyreek Hill to be the solidified, bona fide stud wide receiver here in Kansas City? It took him more than just a year. It did. Who can we say that that's not the right path that Xavier Worthy is about to be on? Worthy is worth the hype, and I fall in love with the dude. The guy's going to be an absolute electric factor, and he's literally going to tear the tops off of defenses this upcoming year. So let's come from Travis. Chiefs are losing the second round of the playoffs. Probably still have the bye, so they're going to be the 1 seed, but yet losing the second round of the playoffs. Interesting. He's going to have Burrow, Stroud, and probably Rodgers all in the playoffs. If Rodgers stays healthy all the way through, I could see the Jets making the playoffs. If Joe Burrow offensive line actually helps keep him upright and not on the ground, I can see Cincinnati making the playoffs. And I can clearly see C.J. Stroud and the Texas Rangers, I'm in baseball mode, the Texas and the Houston Texans can make it there to the playoffs. I can see that happening. But I don't see the Chiefs losing their first game of the playoffs whatsoever. If they lose in the playoffs, it has to be the AFC Championship game. This is a team that's always in the AFC Championship game. And it's literally AFC Championship game or bust, but I mean, clearly Super Bowl or bust. But we already know once they hit the AFC Championship game, they're making it past the AFC Championship game and they're going to win the Super Bowl. Like we just know that here, how it's been in Kansas City. Heck, I've seen 2 parades come through here. 3. I've seen 3 parades come through here since my lifetime. And back-to-back is absolutely insane and wild. That's why it's like Jared said it properly. I'm just going to pull his comment back up. Chiefs will three-peat this year. There's a great chance that Jared is correct on this one because of how damn good this team actually is. But Travis, I don't see it. I don't see what you're seeing right now. This team is way too good. A lot of starters still on this team from that team last year. I mean, the biggest loss you had is L'Jarius Sneed. That is your biggest loss. That's your biggest question mark coming into this season is who can actually get up, get past, be the stud that L'Jarius Sneed was here in Kansas City. Who's going to have that dog, that nastiness? Is Trent McDuffie going to step up? Is Joshua Williams going to step up? Is Kelvin Joseph going to step up? I want to see that happen right now. I want to see that happen during training camp. Because if some guy starts talking and starts doing his head nodding, start stopping everything. What if he's either guarding Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, whatever defender is out there that makes a big impact in camp? Who can we say that he can't do that in every other team that's not the Kansas City Chiefs outside of camp? I think we're going to see a lot come through when they do start doing the games here for training camp, even in week 1. I think we're going to find that replacement for L'Jarius Sneed like this on this team. And it might. And if it's not like this, then it's going to be before week 8. It truly is. Travis, you're wrong. I'll be out there. By the way, this is Chiefs Comments with Kramer on Foolish Club Media on YouTube and also X. If you have a comment, feel free, put it in the comments section right now. You will be shown on here. I will dissect anything that you have to give or throw at me. So on to the next comment that was sent previously before we went on air. From Cam. All right. F the AFC West, except the Chiefs. Okay. Let's that's strong. Very strong. I guess I kind of have to agree, except for the point where that's the second best team in this division. I just moved my head, and if you saw it, that's the second best team in this division. I have Chiefs stuff on the other side, but I need to start moving it back behind me. Chargers, no. Broncos, no. Raiders, no. Like I said, the division starts with the Chiefs. Then there's a big gap. And you probably have the Raiders, you have the Chargers, and you have the Broncos. That's just this division. But Cam, if you want to say F the AFC West except the Chiefs, I'm all for it. Bravo. Thank you for sending that message, man. Thank you. It's Per Hartzell, a good friend of mine. Is it true that the Chiefs are going to be faster than Miami this year? So I'm curious what you've seen and or have read, whether if it is the highlights coming out, people writing about it, people talking about it, or just the fact that Madden released ratings that it seemed that all the wide receivers on the Chiefs are 90 overall speed and up, whether if it's Rashee Rice, I think Sky Moore's in the 90s, McCole Hardman's in the 90s, whereas 98 speed in Madden. That might be the reason why you think that this might be a team fashion. I agree. This team is definitely faster than Miami. Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy, two dudes with almost the exact same speed, I would say. And Tyreek Hill probably is the fastest. He is the cheetah. He's probably is the fastest NFL player, wide receiver. Yeah. Jalen Waddle isn't as quick as Hollywood Brown or Xavier Worthy. I think Rashee Rice and probably Jalen Waddle might be the exact same speed. So it could be true. The Chiefs could be the fastest team in the NFL behind whether if it's the Chiefs or Miami. I'm curious. People really think Miami's the fastest team in the NFL. Like, kind of baffles me a little bit, I'd say. I'm actually truly shocked if people actually truly believe that Miami is the fastest team. It's probably because of this Tyreek Hill effect. That's clearly what it is. Some Zeke. Should we be concerned about Nick Bolton's elbow and Kadarius Toney's ankle injury? I would be concerned about Nick Bolton's elbow. He was at practice today. I don't think he did anything besides just be there just to dress up and possibly do a little bit of things. But from what I've been read and what I've been told, is it's not as serious as people think. That's a blessing in disguise, quite frankly. Because this defense needs him. Even though last year I know when he got hurt, Drew Tranquill stepped up mightily. Leo Chanel stepped up mightily. Heck, Willie Gay, even when he was here, stepped up. It's different now. It's Leo, Drew, and Nick. That's the only three linebackers that I can formally trust. And if it's only going down to Leo and Drew's going to be a workhorse no matter what. That handsome devil is just going to be everywhere, anywhere and everywhere, possibly like how Nick Bolton plays as well. And I think Drew has a better pass coverage than what Nick Bolton shows. They do need him, though. Nick Bolton is a thumper. Nick Bolton is always in where the ball is at. And that is exactly what kind of players that you need in order to win football games and heck to even go to the promised land, such as the Super Bowl. Nick Bolton's there for you. Nick Bolton's your guy. Nick Bolton doesn't care if he gets hurt. He wants to go out there and play. And he's been hurt quite a bit. Even last year, missed, 5-6 games, I want to say. He was truly missed because once he came back, his presence was felt, even though it was slightly down a little bit. You could tell the injury. I think it was his wrist last year. It might have been his elbow. I can't remember exactly what the injury is. But he wasn't himself, but he was still trying to do anything and everything. Now let's go to the Kadarius Toney. This is not good for just Kadarius Toney. It might be a little bit of blessing in disguise when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Toney was transitioned to be running back, 3? Running back 4? They're not going to carry 4 running backs, I don't think. And he's just a gadget plug-and-play guy that if you need a healthy body, which that's the hardest thing Kadarius Toney can do is stay healthy. If that can be the case, then maybe Toney's not making the team if he's hurt. If Toney is going to be hurt for a solid week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, if that's the case, I'm not even sure how bad the ankle injury truly is. But say he is gone for 2 weeks. He is not making this team. He'll probably be like either on the first or second round of cuts if that's the case when it comes to training camp. If Kadarius Toney is fighting for a spot on this team, he has to be healthy. That's one thing that's been nagging on him his entire career is whether or not he can stay healthy. It's always the lower body injuries. They are taking a toll on Toney's career because I still think Toney has all of the talent in the world. It's just whether if this can stay on track, the mentals in the game, knowing what down, where you're at placed. And then your body is the second part. He's not checking the boxes on either one at times, especially that first one. Like he needs to check that box to a T. So while he's hurt right now, get this going correctly because then that will just translate out on the field. But I wouldn't be too concerned about either one of these injuries. Toney needs to be concerned about this injury because just for his sake for being on the Kansas City Chiefs for the foreseeable future. Hey, like I said, new viewers in here who watch this on the X or YouTube, if you have a comment on the Chiefs training camp, Chiefs in general, anything Chiefs related, heck, even if you want to go outside the NFL or around the NFL area, put it in the comment section below. We will discuss. On to the next one. From Rocky, of course, my guy Rocky. Rocky. Would you rather? I love these things. Eat a Ziploc baggie full of Creed Humphrey's beard trimmings or drink a pint glass full of Andy Reid's neck sweat? I'm going to throw up just thinking about it. All right, so if I were to do the beard trimmings, I would have to wash it down with something that I would. I also hate the fact of like when hairs get in your mouth or around your lips, your tongue. It's like you gotta like you have to use your fingers in order to get it out because you can't really scrape it with your teeth and just pull it out like that off your tooth. That'd be so gross. That'd be disgusting. I hate having hair in my mouth. I'm not a. I don't like having hair in my mouth. I mean, I like hair around my face, but not in my mouth. And when it comes to Andy Reid's neck sweat, that actually could go down quicker. A pint though. That's oh man. In a Ziploc bag, how big is a Ziploc? Is this gonna be like a freezer Ziploc, or is this gonna be like a small, about like the Vogue type thing that I'm doing right now? Yeah, we're voguing. A pint. That's a lot. That's a lot. Ugh. All right, I have to get the Ziploc baggie full of Creed Humphreys thing because then I can wash it down with any drink that I want. Whether if it. Well, here's the thing too. Do I have to be fully coherent? Am I able to? I want to have a couple little whiskeys or partake in the Missouri stuff and have it an easier route to go with either one of these things. I think I would get sick if I drank Andy Reid's neck sweat. And there's a wild thing too. I know how OnlyFans is. I mean, that's the way that came out. It sounded terrible. Like I know how OnlyFans works. People would probably eat this stuff up on OnlyFans if people were to do this. Heck, Andy Reid can make a fortune off his neck sweat, and he doesn't even need to make a fortune off his neck sweat because he makes a fortune by having the Kansas City Chiefs go in, win games, win Super Bowls, and continue to do that on a nightly basis. Heck, a 2-season basis, back-to-back season basis of winning Super Bowls. Can you do a third time? I'm actually truly curious, but that's gross, Rocky. Rocky, if you did say on Beach Season, which by the way, if you don't know what Beach Season is, go check it out. Look up Foolish Club Media. Go to Rocky and I's podcast, Beach Season. This is a type of weird stuff that we will talk about on Beach Season because Beach Season, baby, it's a show that's ran by it is Brett Beach's show that we just co-host, Rocky and I. But yeah, no, this is Kramer's comments. Chiefs comments with Kramer. But I am Kramer. If you have a comment right now, about ready to wrap up this show. But yeah, no, this was a fun one. This was a good one. A lot of good questions coming in. A lot of good comments coming in as well. I think the comments of the show. It's got to be this one, Jairus. I get it. I know that you work in a bar. I know that's all you watch is football. I know that what rips your heart out is football, especially fantasy football. This is a true statement. That I don't know, but the three-peating is hard. Three-peating is super hard. Can they do it, though? I would actually like to try to see them do it because living in a lifetime where you can see an NFL team go back to back to back, that's truly special and historical. And I think everybody also wants to see it happen, or especially right here in Kansas City. But I'm curious to see what it is like all around. But that'll do it here for Chiefs Comments with Kramer. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful, safe Thursday. Stay hydrated, especially if you're here in Kansas City. I know it's hot. It's hot. It's hot around here. We just had a heat index come through that was absolutely insane. And yeah, no, stay cool. Have some fun. And that'll do it here for this one. This has been Chiefs Comments with Kramer.